From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is your weekly sports update on WSU's Cougar Corner.
Welcome to WSU's Cougar Corner on Murrow News 8. I'm Alex Scully.
And I'm Casey Shainline. Thanks for joining us. Everyone recognizes the work our athletes put into their sport, but now people recognize their academic efforts as well. This week, 37 track athletes received all academic honors for the indoor track season. Both the men and women boasted the second most student athletes out of all schools to receive such honors. Our 21 women and 16 men made the list, second only to BYU women and Stanford men. Those track and field student athletes now look to receive athletic honors as they compete in the Oregon Pepsi Team Invitational at the University of Oregon tomorrow. The Cougs compete against in-state rival Washington, as well as ranked schools Oregon and BYU. Oregon's men stand at number 4 in the nation, while the women hold the number 2 spot. Competition begins tomorrow at 11:30. With high winds forecast, the WSU women's rowing team moved its duel against Oregon State, originally scheduled for Saturday morning, to this evening at Wawaii Landing. After traveling up and down the West Coast, including into Canada in the fall, the team hopes a rowdy crowd comes down the canyon to cheer on the Cougs, as well as honor and thank the 11 senior rowers in the program for all their efforts. Doug Taylor visited the team down at the Snake River as they prepared for today's race.
A steady rain fell on the 15th-ranked WSU rowing team yesterday as they prepared for their only home meet of the year. Their head coach likes where her team sits.
We have a nice mix of senior leadership, but we also have, I think the sophomores and the freshmen outnumber the upperclassmen. So, they're learning a lot. Their learning curve is really steep, and it's been exciting and kind of fun to watch their development.
Right now, it's pretty serene here along the Snake River at Wawaii Landing. You can see the beautiful hills behind me. You can hear the birds chirping. You can hear the team practicing as well for the duel tomorrow against Oregon State. But tomorrow, it will be a much different atmosphere. It will be race day, and that white buoy behind me is the 500-meter mark. From there, it's a sprint all the way home to the finish for both of these teams. For two seniors who traveled from Central and Northern Europe to row for WSU, a mix of emotions set in.
It's exciting, but it's also like a little bit scary because knowing that it's like my last race, you don't know what comes next, and it's a little bit scary, but I'm definitely very excited. I can't even tell, it's really sad, but I'm excited just for all the Coug fans for one more time. Yeah.
The team heads to the prestigious Clemson Invitational next week. Doug Taylor, Murrow News 8.
While weather may have prevented the Cougars women's tennis team from holding a planned Easter egg hunt last Sunday, the day still brought joy to the team and their head coach. Ian Smay went to the matches to find out why.
The WSU Cougars tennis team hosted the Colorado Buffaloes last Sunday in a Pac-12 matchup. The Cougs, fresh off a sweep at home against the Utah Utes, have had a strong season so far, climbing up the ranks to 34th. The Cougars continued their winning ways, sweeping the Buffaloes 4-0.
Oh, it feels good, all the work we put in, we can see in the score, we are up and we are ranked, so we're good.
Looking forward, the team, made up solely of international players, has big goals for the rest of the year. The 2 sweeps over the weekend helps the team as they march forward to the postseason.
Well, we want to win as much as we can. We want to go to the NCAA tournament and see how far we can advance in that.
High winds forced officials to move the matches from the outdoor tennis courts to here at Hollingbury Fieldhouse, right near the center of campus, where they played the matches indoors. Sunday's win gave the team a reason to pause and celebrate, as head coach Lisa Hart recorded her 200th win at WSU.
I think it's credit to all the players I've had over the years, and obviously match day is all about them performing, so it's more their deal than mine, but it's exciting.
While Hart may have given her players all the credit in her impressive victory, her players think highly of the role their head coach plays in their strong performances this year.
I mean, she's humble, but she's really a good coach. She's the best coach. And she's always positive, never negative, always cheer us up, even if we lose, she's going to find something positive.
The Cougars have 2 more matches left in Pullman for Hart to add to her win total before the end of the regular season. Hart says they hope to play those matches outdoors, assuming the weather cooperates with the team's wishes. Ian Smay, Murrow News 8.
Before they come back home, Cougar tennis travels down to Arizona this weekend for a pair of matchups against Pac-12 opponents. Arizona State today and Arizona Sunday. The Cougs have never won while playing the two schools on their home turf. On Wednesday night, the WSU baseball team beat Gonzaga 4-3 at Bailey Brayton Field in Pullman. While the Bulldogs managed to score 3 runs, the Cougars made some key stops, including this double play at the top of the 5th inning. But the real turning points came in the 8th inning, when catcher Robert Teal hit a tie-breaking home run, giving the Cougars the lead for good.
Yeah, it was 0-2, and I was just trying to get on base, and the wind's blowing out to right, and they were throwing balls high and away, and when I was down all day, so I kind of just threw my hands at it and caught a barrel.
The win improves the Cougars' record to 8-15 on the season. Today, they start a 3-game series on the road against the Oregon Ducks.
Our baseball team has had quite a few close games lately.
It's been really exciting.
When Cougar Corner returns, I give you a breakdown of the major games impacting the NBA playoff race.
And what Conor McGregor did to get arrested when we return.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
UFC superstar fighter Conor McGregor put his career in jeopardy last night with a bizarre meltdown in Brooklyn. Before a UFC fight at the Barclays Center, McGregor, in a fit of rage, threw a chair out a bus window. The shattered glass cut fellow UFC fighter Michael Chiesa and sent him to the hospital to get stitches on his face. McGregor turned himself into police, who charged him with 3 counts of assault and 1 count of criminal mischief. Police also charged Kean Cowley, a friend of McGregor, with assault and criminal mischief. The Boston Celtics face more adversity, with their star point guard, Kyrie Irving, taking a seat on the bench for the remainder of the season. The team announced on Thursday that Irving needs surgery on his left knee to remove 2 infected screws from a previous surgery. Doctors expect recovery to last 4 to 5 months, leaving him out of the playoffs. Staying on that NBA note, big night in the NBA. First up, we had Golden State Warriors taking on Indiana. Stephen Curry still out with an ankle, but do you need him when you have Kevin Durant? Take a look at this shot. How do you guard that? He had 27 on the night. Moving on early into the third, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Does he get the 3? Laces it. He had also a big night with 28 points, including 6 threes. That really helped them carry the Pacers to a blowout win over the Warriors, 126-106. The Pacers hold on to that 5th place seed in the East with 3 games left to play. Staying in the East, we take a look at LeBron James and the Cavs taking on John Wall and the Wizards. Midway through the third, we get that steal, and look out below, we got LeBron James with the easy slam. Later on, the Wizards grab a double-digit lead after the steal and score by Kelly Oubre. The Cavs trailed by 14 when LeBron, midway through the fourth, put the team on his back. They stole the win 119-115 with the playoffs fast approaching. We're going to finish off the night in the West. Denver looking to get into the playoff picture. Minnesota trying to stay in. Look at that clean passing leads to the dunk by Will Barton. He had 14. The tight game was tight all the way through. Neither team led by double digits, but then we got tight. Ooh, look at that nice slam. Now we get this jumper. Does he make it? Final seconds. No, but it's okay. Nikola Jokic saves the day with that putback. The Nuggets get the win 100-96 and move into a tie with Minnesota for the last playoff spot. Both teams trail New Orleans by half a game. Quite a night for NBA. And now we're going to move on to golf. Jack Nicklaus is a golf legend, but we'll show you how, even though he's not competing, this trip to the Masters was one of his most memorable when we return.
Thank you.
You got a king?
Go fish! In your face! In your face!
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course! Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
On the eve of the Masters, an exciting par 3 contest revealed that golf seems to run in the Nicklaus family. Golf legend Jack Nicklaus watched his grandson, Gary Nicklaus Jr., nail his first ever hole-in-one during the par 3 contest in Augusta. The 15-year-old, sporting his caddy bib, made the ace while bringing tears to his grandfather's eyes. The 6-time Masters winner later tweeted that he never had a more special day on the golf course. That is all we have for you in this edition of WSU Cougar Corner on Murrow News 8.
Join us every Friday night, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter.